Rosina Show. Today, we are glad to have a renowned author, Ray Bradbury, who is going to be with us in this show to talk about There Will Come Soft Rain. Ray Bradbury was born on August 22nd, 1920 in Waukegan, Illinois. He is the son of Leonard Spalding Bradbury and Esther Maria Bradbury. He went to Los Angeles High School in 1935 and enrolled in poetry and short story writing, hoping to become a writer. In 1937, he joined the Los Angeles chapter of the Science Fiction League. Through this organization, he had opportunity to meet famous science fiction writers such as Robert Henley and Henry Kuttner, and also had opportunity to publish his first story in the organization magazine in 1938. After Ray graduated from high school, he spent most of his time in the library reading and writing, and at the same time selling newspapers at the New York street. In 1941, he published his first paid work, Pendulum, and in 1947, he published his first collection of storybook, Dark Carnival. Ray novels and short stories have won him so many awards, including Nebula, Benjamin Franklin and Aviation Science Writer and World Fantasy Lifetime Achievement Award. Ray became an international figure after publishing his short story collection, Martian Chronicles, in 1980 Minstrels and Fahrenheit 451. Before we speak to Ray Bradbury, I have a dear friend, a historian, who is going to tell us what was going on in 1950 when Ray was writing his short story, There Will Come Soft Rain. Please, let's welcome Dr. Maureen Lewis.
Great. Look how
you look so great.
You look great, girl, with your show. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It's been such a long time.
Yes. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Just how have you been? You look like you've been doing good.
I see.
I see. Very
Wow.
proud of you, Rosina.
So tell us about what was going on in 1950 when Ray was writing his short story, There Will Come Soft Rain.
Well, around that time, we were coming out of World War II, and we were coming into the Cold War. The Cold War was when everyone was paranoid about atomic activity. You know, we just had the atomic bombing in Japan, and we had the Soviet Union testing atomic bombs in like 1949. And so we had we were in fear. The U.S. was in fear, but on the other hand, this is a great time for our economy. We were building our economy back up, and they were coming out with new technologies such as the television, the vacuum cleaner. Everyone had cars, so this was a great time for America to attain the American dream that seemed unattainable years back, you know. So yes, that's what was going on.
Wow. So what do you think that influenced Ray when he was writing his story?
Well, when you think about the title, There Will Come Soft Rain, I feel that he is referring, or it's a symbolism there, trying to compare the acid rain to the soft rain in his story. That's how I feel like.
Wow. We're going to go for a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have Ray. Stay tuned and don't move.
Are you tired of trying to keep warm in your own living room? Are your blankets just too small? Do you find it difficult to keep both your head and your feet warm all at the same time? What about cooking? Do you have a hard time trying to prepare your favorite meals, such as pizza, or collard greens. All because you can't stay warm in your own kitchen. Well, say goodbye to working too hard to keep warm. Try the Snuggie, the blanket with sleeves. Read in your Snuggie. Do the Dougie in your Snuggie. Do your business in your Snuggie. Facebook in your Snuggie. Even have a sip of coffee. Invite your friends over for a Snuggie party. Call now to order your own Snuggie for just $19.95 for a limited time only. Call 1-822-635422. Remember, that's 1-822-635422. If use of the Snuggie results in stroke, heart attack, diarrhea, dehydration, or death, we are not responsible. That is your problem. This is a non-refundable item.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Those of you who just tuned in, this is Rosina Show, live from Las Vegas. Ray, how are you doing?
Doing good. It's a pleasure to be in your show. I'm a big fan of your show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm also your big fan.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are welcome. Okay, Ray. Death House of Ray. What is it about?
It's a hard topic to explain, but it mainly is a history about a house that was destroyed by a nuclear war, and it takes place in California on August the 1st, 2026. And this house, unaware of their owners died, they continue serving the family. I was inspired to write this short history from a poem written by Sarah that talks about how the humankind was destroyed.
Oh, so what does the topic symbolize?
Oh, like Dr. Lou explained, yeah, she was right. I was referring to the acid rain that is produced by the nuclear war. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say there will come suffering.
Wow, that story is great, and it's really hard to understand it.
Thank you.
You did a great job. So how many stories have you written so far?
So far I have more than 600, but the one that caught my attention to the public, and it's my favorite by the way, is this short history that we're talking about today, There Will Come Suffering.
Wow. Okay. So what do you think about your work?
I personally think my work is pretty good. But you know, there's on this field, there's always people who criticize your work.
Oh.
That is, I think it's good because it like pushed me to put more effort on what I'm writing on. So yeah.
Wow. So do you have somebody in particular that really criticizes your work that you know?
Yeah, especially this great critic friend of yours I heard. He's called Dr. Lee. Yeah, is that right?
Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. We're going for a commercial break.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I have two volcano burritos,
Okay, volcano burritos, anything to drink or anything else?
a strawberry prosciutto with that one.
Okay. Is that going to be all for you today?
That is it.
All right, go ahead and pull around for your code. It should be the same for both orders.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
The flavors throw you from like left to right in your mouth, like pow, pow. My burrito's better than yours.
No, it's not. This is like lava in my hand, and then there's like an iceberg. So it's getting
So you're like
too hot out here.
you're in Alaska, then you're in Hawaii.
It's like Alaska, Hawaii.
Alaska,
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
You know, if you can't handle this burrito, you're a punk.
Wuss. Fat bag.
Welcome back. Before the commercial break, I was talking to Ray Bradbury, and now I have a surprise for Ray. Let's welcome Dr. Lee.
Hello, thanks, girl. I've been on that Weight Watchers diet.
Oh.
10 pounds. I cannot wait to catch up with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But you're looking great, though.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of embarrassing a little bit, but I love Weight Watchers.
No, I mean, you look so great. Oh, I heard you had your birthday. Oh,
Yes.
I have a surprise for you. Oh, this is something for
Oh
you.
my goodness. Are you serious?
Yes.
Thank you so much. That is just so sweet of
You are
you.
welcome.
How did you know I love scarves?
I know you.
Oh, girl. Thank you so much. It's so soft.
Oh, I'm so glad you love it. Okay, Ray Bradbury. If you have to choose one story that represents the essence of Ray Bradbury, which one would it be?
If I had to choose one story, he has many amazing stories. If I had to choose one story, I think it would be There Will Come Soft Rain. It really brings the essence of the future, of the what if, and it's based in 2026, and I think that's just remarkable. And back in 1950, he might have not even known that we would ever reach to see 2026.
Right.
And you know, we're at 2011, and we're almost there.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great story. It really brings out the essence of his creativity. Just an amazing
Right.
author. You've done a wonderful job in your career.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
What does these stories do to its readers?
Well, I think There Will Come Soft Rain adds a little a question. It makes us homesick of wanting to know more about the future. It makes us homesick for the future.
Right.
To have all those ideas that a home can pretty much operate itself and take care of humans instead of humans doing it on a daily basis for we've learned in history. You know, I think it's just remarkable. It's really remarkable, and it leaves us homesick, wanting more from your great mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any additional comments that you want to add?
I do want to add something. There Will Come Soft Rain, and stories in the past and recent stories that you've written has a considerable magic about it. I think I believe in more of the focus and the stronghold on the writing instead of his general ideas, though. I think that's one thing that a lot of people get wrapped up in his stories, and sometimes I do too, but he has such a strong way of writing that I think that America needs. And we need to be remembering him many years down the road and past 2026. And I think that if we bring the stories out, it will get the mind rolling. And it will bring more stories to us that we can broaden our horizons even more than a smart house that can run on its own. And I can't even think right now what could be next, because it's just remarkable that someone could think that a house could do what it did in that story.
Yeah. Oh, so back to you, Rick. Your last comment. What do you have for your fans?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Dr. Lee, because she did a wonderful job, like doing the resume about the history. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I have been to many schools and talking to students about writing, about my books, doing resumes, and I have a quote that is my favorite.
Oh, let's hear it.
And according to me, every time that I get drunk, and my quote is, you must stay drunk, really drunk.
So you drink
Why?
when was you
Yeah.
writing? Oh.
You must stay really drunk
Incredible.
while you writing, so reality cannot destroy you.
It really works.
This is what I use when I get drunk too, right?
Oh.
Right, baby? Maneuver.
Oh,
Wow.
that is so hilarious. I definitely have to concur.
Thank you for tuning in, and remember, next week, don't forget to tune in when we have Charlie Sheen to find out why he is winning. See you next week. Bye-bye.